The LGBTQ community, student loan borrowers, and those who could have benefited from race-conscious admission policies at universities are still assessing the potential fallout from last week's decisions by the Supreme Court. Former Vice President Mike Pence, who appeared on the ABC television network, dismissed concerns the end of the affirmative action policy could negatively impact diversity in U.S. colleges and universities.
I have every confidence that African Americans and other minority Americans are going to continue to compete and succeed in universities around the country, but we're going to do it with a colorblind society that I think is the aspiration of every American.
Activists fighting for racial equity are skeptical.
We call upon the universities themselves to continue to engage in substantial outreach in recruitment of underserved students. Nothing in this opinion prohibits that.
Separately, President Joe Biden's plan to cancel or reduce federal student loan debts was also overturned by the Supreme Court. Democratic Representative Ro Khanna condemned the move when interviewed on the ABC News show this week.
You have all of these students who have relied on a promise that they are going to have their student loans forgiven. I had to take out $150,000 of student loans. There were times in my life where I had to have a forbearance. I'm fortunate now and been able to pay them off, but this is a real hardship.
The LGBTQ community, according to critics, could be the target of new forms of discrimination after the court's conservative majority sided with a business owner who refused to provide services to same-sex couples.
For the majority, the story is, people whose creative expression is being compelled. For the dissent, it's stories of customers trying to get goods and services in the marketplace and being denied.
In Pence's opinion, it was a victory for religious liberty.
That strong conservative majority also affirmed the right of every American to live, to work, to worship according to the dictates of their conscience.
The Supreme Court is now in recess and will resume hearing other cases later this year. Veronica Balderas Iglesias, VOA News, Washington.